Hello, hello there, folks. How are people doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Boop. I like the song for the home world here. I decided to open up stream with it. Home moon. Home moon. It takes a little bit to reload. Hopefully we're not ending back up in the home world. In Outer Wilds. Nice. Where the fuck is my ship? There it is. Okay. It's been a little bit. Let's refamiliarize ourselves. There are other travelers, each carrying a signal. I hear one coming from the desert planet. There's not a lot there, so maybe we just head over there, you know? Type the URL on the first try. Amazing. Welcome in, Nadir. Hope you're doing well. What was that? Huh. Ooh, this space song's hot. Wish you were doing well? Oh no. To put simply. What? Oh shit, it's a gaseous planet initially, and then it becomes solid? What the fuck? That's cool. I haven't slept properly since Friday. Ooh, that's rough. Hi there, you. Arcadia. Hey, on the bright side, that crash wasn't cool enough. And yesterday you got your 2 hours. Your only 2 hours. That's rough. That's very few hours. I hope you get more sleep soon, friend. Atmosphere of this planet will be stripped off in just 23 minutes. What? I gotta get out of here, but my ship's not intact. Come with me in my ship. Grimy old thing strapped together in duct tape? Absolutely not. And how should I trust you? But I... Fine. What can I do here? I don't know. This place is pretty boring. There's not even an old lab like the other planets have. Oh yeah, anything past the equator is fatal. You will burn to death on the sun-facing side. How can I get over to the sun-facing side without dying? Are you serious? There's no way over there. Besides, there's nothing over there. What could you possibly want there? I don't know, but I want to explore there badly. Well, if you go down there and die, don't say I didn't warn you. All right. I get it. You're scared. Have a very upsetting bird in your room right now. Lost the girls from mystery illness. Oh, that's unfortunate. So your boy is alone now and in here screaming every few minutes. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear, friend. Losing a pet's rough. You remind me of my friend Feldspar, who can take on anything. Wish that was true because I am scared to death right now. I'm afraid of literally everything you can think of. Then what are you doing in space? I don't know. I'm afraid of large groups, so I just took off and left. I want to be alone, but this place still gives me the creeps. Then why did you say the ship crash wasn't cool enough? That's a classic Feldspar line. This Feldspar you speak of actually says that all the time? That's quite a coincidence. Honestly, I just said that as a coping mechanism, despite those never working for me. Oh, okay. Just saying hi. Okay, don't let me find you dead on the equator. I can't promise that. Okay. So I think that's everything for there. Okay, so we need to get the socket from here still. And we need to go to the 4th planet at some point. Oh, right. Let's go back to the Space Center. Okay, is the stranger's homeworld? He's being spoiled fucking rotten right now, just to make sure he doesn't have too much separation anxiety, but yeah. Unfortunate. Good enough landing. I think this is another way out. It sure is. Spacesuits. I guess this isn't where the mineral is at. Thought for sure it was. Yeah! I don't think there's anything additional here. So it must be at one of the other places around. Scientist Museum. That's where we need to go. Well, good enough. Well, we are over water. Forget you're doxing your bird. Dude, I get it. You are a green cheek conjurer. very quickly head over here. Going off at like 4 a.m. is not a burb thing. You're meant to be asleep. Don't yell at every little bump in your room, especially as that bump was you. Unfortunate, but also the mildest bit amusing. Love him. Wouldn't trade him for the world. Okay. So there's a particular landing pad. We need to find that real quick. There it is. And even with that, one of the tornadoes goes across it. Ah, fuck. Okay, it's fine. There's not a boat here? Fuck. Ah. Okay, there's a boat over here. Callista, hello there. Just posted a new chapter of your fanfic show, so you're doing amazing. Nice. Glad to hear. Fanfic hours. Posture check. I'm very much slouching, so we're better now. Hydrate, shall do, and med check. I've gotten all my meds, but everyone should make sure to get their meds so that you're staying on top of things and feeling the best you can. Wrote half the chapter today. Maybe should have slept on it before posting, but whatever. Totally fair. There's the thing. Okay, and then immediately go down. There you are. Hopefully we don't just, like, immediately die. Okay, it's just really damaging is all. Okay. Had yours at 8:24 a.m. when your dingus decided it was time to wake up. Makes you feel good about yourself and been feeling kind of shit lately, so feel justified. Fair, yeah. I'm not much of a writer, personally. Just always struggled with it in school. And, but there is, like, some fanfic stuff that, like, specifically for the Amazing Digital Circus, that been having a lot of thoughts about stuff recently. There's been so much good fan fiction out there. Up, up, and away. And we want to go there. I'm hoping we can wrap this up today or tomorrow. If we do wrap it up today, I don't exactly have a plan for what we'd be playing tomorrow, because starting a new story mod, we'd be at risk of not completing it before I go. And then like Frostpunk 2 takes too long, so I don't know. Okay, splashdown time. Okay. So one left, which is this one here. I think there's going to be a decent amount to do related to the fourth planet. I mean, I have to assume, right? Distant Enigma. Really glad it gives a lot of joy in your life. Oh, wait, shit. Huh. Locking on, it untracks. As soon as you're not looking, so this is like a quantum thing, kind of. It still stays in the same spot, but as soon as you're not observing it, it's gone. Okay. Just in case, I'm taking a picture. You're shaking. Bark. Cold star death must not die. Do you need me to take you home? Can't. Am stuck here. You remind me of my friend Solanum, who was trapped on a quantum body like this. Solanum? No, not like Solanum either. I can leave if I want, but I'm frozen, so it's hard to move. Cold. Anything else? Do you know anything about this planet? 3 states. I am one of third, all 3 connected. I can leave if I want, but I'm frozen, so it's hard to move. Friend Chert, who is afraid of our star dying. Chert? Do not fear star death, but can't move. I'm not Chert. Farewell. Huh. Does it swap between 3 states when you're not looking? Hmm. Only alive on the first state. But seem to have some dents in them. Few inhabited sized stalls are found throughout Distant Enigma. What is their purpose? Distant Enigma shard. It changes the state. Frozen. Is it gonna... Hmm. Oh. Skull. Oh, bunch of water. Okay. Ah! Um, I think I'm gonna go back to Cyprus. Unless really quick. Can I... Can I show the skull to... Bark? Hey, Bark? Well... bark as in, like, tree bark. Very aware of puppy girls. Not giving you an order. Yeah, I have Bark's skull in my hand, so, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Seen it actually burn off. That's a really cool effect. That's so cool. Okay. Fuck. Hey, so Bark is fucking dead. Or like partially dead. Ah! I'm a Hearthian. I come in peace from the next system over. Yeah, right, but ba 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 ba. Vision torch. I do the thing. Do I need to do this every time? How are the volume levels, by the way? This is like really loud in my ears, but I like the mix of, well, these are artistic pieces from the base game. But then they were using 3D models for showing stuff from within the mod itself. Through a Windows mixer out into a capture card, back into Windows and into your headset. So asking you about volume, not good. How about relative volume? My voice to other stuff. You came all this way after discovering my ancestors' terraforming studies, just like he predicted. And you are? Now that I know you're the fabled alien, to find his work, I'll introduce myself. They call me Hatchling. Okay. So not to you, maybe over here then? I'm good. Good to know. Audio balancing is such a hard thing. Hey, so I have a skull of your friend. Nope, okay, so it must be something with Distant Enigma then. Let's meditate until the next loop. Bum ba dum bum. Okay. Wow! That was weird. First state has hard, dark ice, but seems to have some dents in them. Second state has lakes of poisonous water. Third state has thin, bright ice. Socket. Spinning lab, vortex base, and there's more to explore there. Okay. Okay, so let's start heading this way. There you are. Since we can't lock onto it easily from the star chart, we need to locate it in space. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we're in state 1 right now. What the heck are you? We know that this enemy is not of our kind, so we can protect our most important bases from enemy espionage using biometric scanners. That's what the skull's for. Okay. Our biometric systems makes no distinction between a living face and a deceased skull. Unfortunately, this flaw cannot be fixed, so we must take extra care to avoid being captured, dead or alive. So I grab skull and I go to other planet. Another one that we have not been to, so let's go here as well. It's next to another shack. Lots of lore. Okay. A submerged light sensor on the poisonous lake state is key to entering the lab on the thin ice state. It is annoying to locate the sensor in its native state, but we cannot risk leaving a lab open all the time. Instead, we left scratches in the ice at the equivalent location in the current state. Placing a light emitting marker there before changing states should make finding the sensor significantly easier. There is a crack in the ice not far from the lab, caused by a heavy object. The ice on this state is too thick to break, but we predict that shattering the ice on a different state may be possible due to the interconnected nature of the states, provided enough weight is added. Interesting. Orders from HQ. Do not interfere with the peculiar machine inside the lab on the planet's bright ice state. Our engineers believe it can be powered by a mineral with special properties, but its effects are unknown. The machine has been deemed hazardous until we can be fully certain it is safe. Okay, so I need to get the mineral from the lab from the museum again. We discovered that this planet is actually a convergence point where 3 timelines meet. As such, the 3 versions of this planet are not just states, but fragments of entirely different realities. After changing states using the stalls we built, we found alternate versions of this very laboratory. Could our actions here have affected these alternate timelines? Interesting. Okay. Some scratches, they say. Here. Let's see what that's all about. It's a little bit finicky. Oh. Borkton. According to our research, taking a photo of a quantum object has the potential to increase the object's weight. Increasingly, this phenomenon is completely disconnected from observation and persists even after the object ceases to be observed or the photo is destroyed. Okay, don't do that, note to self. Okay. What did that say? Hidden interface. Found an interface with my scout using the scratch marks and changing states. Of one of the tables is a crack in the ice of the current state. The reachers say a heavy object. Interesting. Oh, shit. It's there. Okay. I could have sworn I saw Bark's body here. Because Bark is only alive in the one state, right? I feel like I was incredibly lucky to have stumbled across his body. Anyways. Okay, this is it's a cool idea. It's a little bit finicky. Hmm. Okay. Crack in the ice. There's the scratch marks. Back to the ship. Unidentified signal nearby. Hmm. If you see a crack in the ice, let me know. Because these are the scratch marks, and we've already looked at that. Crack. No. This isn't a quantum object, but just out of curiosity, let's see. Come on. This is the water state. Ship hull breach detected. Well, I got the skull now. Very different lab. Now that we know what this machine is capable of, we can let HQ know it's safe to interact with. We finally identified this machine's function. It is a quantum field manipulator tuned to decrease the range of nearby quantum objects by increasing their quantum weight. It is unclear to us what purpose that might solve. My ship done broked. Rip ship. Oh, there's the other parts of my ship. Hmm. Where was that other building at? Hmm. Okay, I think we meditate until the next loop because I destroyed my ship. I think I'm going to take the skull and bring it back to the Velvet Planet because the Velvet Planet has the biometric scanners and we can use that to get some new details. Bum, bum, bum. Blocked lab. But it seems I found a lab on Distant Enigma's third state, but it seems blocked. I made a way into the blocked lab with the door interface hidden beneath the liquid on the second state. Behind the door is an odd machine. The machine is tuned to increase the quantum weight of nearby quantum objects, thus decreasing their range. Okay. But it's all broken. Interesting. Well, let's head to... Let's just head there, generally speaking. Okay, you down there. There you are. Ad break in 4 minutes. We basically need to figure out how to get under the bright ice to get the last glyph, and then that glyph is going to get us the last symbol. And then where we use that symbol, I don't fucking know. It's the launch codes for the nukes, and we launch the nuke into the sun to prevent the sun from blowing up. I don't think that's actually the case, but... Okay. Not a camp there. Camp here. I need the skull. Give me the skull. Give me the skull. You're alive but cold. I guess we just fly around and look for... Oh. We grab your skull and then we boogie. Unable to pinpoint location. Okay. That's fine. Starting in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and step away. Yeah, 5 minutes is whatever. We'll be able to explore enough, hopefully. I will see you all very shortly. Abwa. Hello. Ha. How the fuck is it so far away? I flew directly to it. Oh well. It's so cool how the atmosphere burns off for that. It looks really good. There's something with the audio in this solar system where like the audio's getting a little bit fucked up. Down we go. Yippee. Okay, where's the spinny lab? You. Heckin' spinny lab. Huzzah. The spinny lab. The vessel? The vessel. The enemy behind the anomaly has finally shown its face. A massive white ship capable of warp technology has warped to our system. On further examination, the ship has no weapons. The war is in our favor. Oh. Interesting. Note, to find the white ship, use the gear interface to activate a signal and follow it. Oh, so there's no Mai in the system then. If Operation Phoenix succeeds, we will put a cloak on the ship so that no one finds it. Is that clear? To activate a signal. I feel like there's supposed to be... Huh. Howdy. Hmm. At the place in this coming week? Hell yeah, I am. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's go back to that place. Unidentified signal nearby. It automatically went onto the unnerving fluctuations frequency, I think. It has the check mark. To find the white ship, use the gear interface to activate a signal and follow it. Arcadia's signal. Bush's signal. Outer Wilds Ventures, which is only for the musician. Oh. There's music. I'm planning to spend most of day zero, not most of, but a good portion of day zero. I want to be helping people get to and from, well, from the airport. There's obviously that one. Yeah. I'm wanting to try and organize groups of like 2 or 3 to pick up at a time just because gas is so expensive right now. Raiding party. Melody, thank you so much for the raid. Shout out to Melody. Hi. Hope you're doing well. What were you up to? What were you playing? For those of you, Deltarune Chapter 5, nice. I haven't played it yet. I'm intending to play it after I get back from SGDQ. SGDQ is this weekend through next weekend, so I'm going to be gone for the week, and then after that, I'll be starting Chapter 5. So I'm excited to play it. I hope you've been having a good time with it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. Variety streamer who plays whatever I want. On my head, we have Leonard. And, yeah, we're playing some Outer Wilds modded. It's a story mod called The Stranger They Are, which, is like a fan interpretation extension of like what the DLC was about. There's no direct spoilers to anything in the main game, but also Outer Wilds is a game best played with no spoilers, so just fair warning that there might be spoilers here. It's been very fun, yes, I'm glad to hear. Very glad to hear. Way out there. Come on. Boom, ba, 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 boom. We are currently in the Stranger's solar system. The Stranger system. We better be slowing down. Ugh. Oh, right. They cloaked it. What? Stranger's probe. What the fuck? I thought I was finding something actually important to the game, and instead I get beamed on? Okay. Well. Yeah. Probably. Maybe. Okay, well, back to our ship. Oh, I didn't... Unidentified signal nearby. Hmm. Melody, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand that. Streaming's a strenuous thing, so make sure that you are doing what you need to in order to take care of yourself and all that. Hmm. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Probably the vessel. Oh shit, once we're here, it doesn't let us go back? Huh. That's unfortunate. By Bark's ship. Hmm. Unknown. Okay, that's just an enigma, so never mind. Homeworld quantum shard. I I don't know what I'm looking for because it's like, oh, there's an unknown signal, but then like what's emitting that signal, and then I need to trace that signal. Normally things are pretty obvious for like what's emitting the signal, but in this case, not so much. Are we gonna get pulled into the sun? Okay, not pulled into the sun. Go back and talk to the leader, and it's like, hey, I found your fucking probe out there. Okay, this text. To find the white ship, use the gear interface to activate a signal and follow it. It's not doing. It is doing. Unidentified signal nearby. Okay. Is it out back? There's no like satellite on this thing. Like, am I doing something wrong? Is there a bug? So that no one finds it. Is that clear? Let's go to Burning Bombardier. Let's look at the other building on this planet. Maybe that has some answers. Probably not, but maybe. Uh-oh. Ah! Woo! Just unnerving signal nearby at all times. I feel like getting to the vessel is really important. But like, I don't know how to confirm that. It might not be the vessel, but it's a vessel. Hmm. I just realized that the door to the serve closet has been open this whole time, and so there might have been a slight whirring noise in the background. I'm meditating until the next loop. I don't know what I'm doing. Hmm. Clean. We're clean with it. Oh, you're over there right now. There you are. Okay, while we're on Distant Enigma, let's go ahead and try out the thing with the stuff. There's a building that's broken down in one of the states, and it sounds like there's something I need to do with taking a picture so that it moves less or something. I don't fully get it, but okay, so it's on the bright state right now. Okay. Door closed. Door stuck. Okay, this might be the one where it's assembled. But then we take a picture of this. Oh, you. Alert, alert, we've been spotted. Destroy it. Move all operations to the volcanic moon. Hmm. So this is where their base initially was for the war efforts. Were moved to the volcanic moon. Does this have a moon? Maybe I switch to the other state now? I think this, yep, this is Bright Moon. There's a lot of this that's really cool, but I'm confused, and I don't know if that's like a me issue or the puzzle isn't super clear. Hmm. Let's get more fuel. A quantum object gets heavier if the picture is taken. That's what it says, right? Lab. Shown in a picture on the tables is a scratch. Nope. Crack in the ice of the current state. The researchers say a heavy object here may shatter the ice in a different state. Taking a photo of a quantum object increases that object's weight. This effect persists, so a photo can be taken once, then put away. So I need to find... Maybe it's the skull? Maybe it's easy as that? Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna fly around the planet once. There you are. Nope. Keep you in my vision. Because I need to grab your skull. And then we're gonna change states. What? This is the same state. Purple ice? Purple ice. It's not quantum because it's not moving on me. We'll give it a go, though. We might as well. What do we have to lose, you know? I guess the skull going into the water or into the bright... whatever. This is the water. Wait, are the ice bodies completely different? Ugh. Does... I don't think the mineral counts as a quantum thing. Maybe it does? Just to confirm. I don't see the skull, but I'm assuming it's down there. Let's get the mineral and then come back here. So they said, I'm trying to remember the lore. I think the mineral is like, I forget if they said it is a quantum object or if it's akin, like the like dark sibling of the whatever. I don't know. I just work here. Scientist Museum. I think you are technically quantum. That's the only lead I have to work with. Okay, we're out here. Towards that. The music's so pretty. This isn't music from the original game. This is modded music. How did they find all of these different talented musicians to create stuff that feels in vein, that it like would fit with the original game? So good. I think this is the dark ice. Is this the dark ice or the water? This is bright ice. Okay. Let's find the one closest to you. Okay, that's over here. I need to make this heavier with the lab, I think. We might as well just make sure. Water. Ah, fuck. Like this. Okay. Fuck, no. How'd that happen? Fuck. Water. Okay. There it is. Come on. Fuck it. I need to. It's cool, but also like slightly tedious because like you need to find it, but then it's water. There's no like rock nearby that you can land on, you know? So it's just a little bleh. Close enough. So we go through this again. This is the water one. We go over here. What the fuck? What the, excuse me, game? Thank you for letting me get out. I'm so confused. Why? What? I got so easily the first time. Okay. We head back over here, right? Okay. Boom. Right there. This is indeed water. The scout is there. The scout's not there? Like, I know it's a quantum thing, but that fucking sucks. Okay. We are keeping the line of vision of the scout. We're keeping the scout in our line of vision at all times. Purple ice. We head over here. Do that. Head back. We're gonna fill up on fuel. I'm gonna go in there and just, like, do it. I'm gonna take damage. I'm gonna body it, and we're gonna get this taken care of. Hopefully I don't die, but, like, that's water. Okay, ready? Jump. Okay. Hopefully that's good. That seems pretty well lined up to me. We'll see when we go back into this building. I'm gonna be fully honest, I'm a little bit frustrated by this particular... Like, the puzzle is cool, but the mechanic makes it, like, because of the poison water, it makes it annoying. And then the fact that, like, the scout just disappeared. It's open. Cool. Heavy. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not sure if this is how it works, but I'm gonna take a stab at it, right? Purple ice version, okay. We set this here. Take picture. And then we put this in here. Okay, maybe I take a picture of it now? And then we go through? I understand that this thing makes quantum objects heavier and that we need to place a heavy quantum object here, right? Maybe we just put and leave this in here. Okay. Brief internet blip? I think we're good. Okay. We're back. We're good. I'm gonna grab your skull because I assume this is a quantum object. Decrease the range of nearby quantum objects by increasing their quantum weight. I see. I took a picture of it Next to the thing. I think this is quantum. Does anybody else have any ideas? Because I feel confused about this. Like, I'm starting to reach the point where it's like, do I go to the Discord server and check for other people talking about this? Velvet Vortex Base. There's more to explore here. Okay. Distant Enigma Lab, Broken Lab, Blocked Lab, Hidden Interface. Okay. I'm gonna find a skull. And then we're going back over to the Velvet place. Pick up skull. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that crack in the ice. Like, I assume that the crack in the ice is meant to be like, here's how you get below the bright ice, right? And then that's how we would gain access to the final shard, and then that shard would get us access to the end of the sequence that we could then bring to the leader, and that would be the end of it. I think, I assume, right? But who fucking knows at this point? Space Jace, hello there. Welcome on in. Ba 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 ba. Where is that lab? Over here. Oop. Elevator that goes down, apparently. Okay. And there's an elevator somewhere? Uh-oh. Is that outside? Maybe around that side? Huh. Where is this elevator that's been mentioned? Oh, did I accidentally turn off suit log? I might have accidentally turned off suit log. Uh-oh. Oh. Up on top of that, perhaps. Uppies. I see. I see. It's on the backside. Fuck. Okay, I think we're gonna go back to our ship. What was this about the elevator? Says you can use the cloaked mineral. This elevator lowers down to the bottom of the ocean. Is this the right one that I'm trying to look at? Or is there a different one that I'm supposed to be going to? It might be a different one that I'm supposed to be going to. Shit, shit, shit. What's this thing about an elevator? Put me down. Is that something there? It is. It looks like I need to take a boat there. Okay. Let me out. There's a lot that's really impressive about this mod, but there's a handful of things that... Oh, fuck. Yeah. There's a handful of things that are just a little bit irksome about it, which is unfortunate. There could still be a good payoff in the end. Which means this planet is over here somewhere, right? It's off to our right. Yeah, fine. Up? Nope. There. Fuck. Okay. We get the skull. The skull might not be needed. We might as well get it. We're already on our way there. Because there's still the whole thing of, like, activating the signal. And we activated the signal, but then it didn't give us a thing to track. Water. No, bright ice. Okay. Campground. I saw it briefly, but it was gone before I could react. Picture taken. Pick up skull. Velvet Planet. And away we go. Twink. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the boats, the rafts, and pilot it underneath that lab, and hopefully that will pull me up into it. We'll get to that later. And boop. I'm sure it's gonna pull me up into the air. Unless I get really lucky and align with this. Fuck. Where'd my boat go? Yep, right there. So if I can somehow get in there with a raft, I'd be good. I'm gonna leave my scout here so that I can find this area again while piloting the raft. Yeah, there's a raft here currently. The tornadoes move so fast that they feel erratic. And it makes it so I can't, like, anticipate their moves or whatever. Fuck. No. Okay. Please get there. No! Being completely honest here, these tornadoes are making me want to not finish this mod. They're really frustrating. Let's not bother with getting the skull for right now because that's not what our primary objective is. We have kind of like 2 shots per meditation in order to get into the elevator spot. Oh, great, a tornado right away. Cool. We're going to watch the tornado for a while to see if we can identify a pattern. Don't you fucking dare. I'm going to go a little bit this way. left, behind, kind of stays on it for a bit. Forward, back, sweeps off to the right for a while. But then it stays on it for a little bit. I'm gonna get picked up. No. Ah, fuck. I forgot to do the thing. Good enough. I want to finish this mod because, for the most part, it's been a really cool mod. This has been incredibly frustrating. It might just be that, like, I'm drained from work today, and so I'm starting off from, like, a lower point, and so I have less patience for stuff. That could totally be the case. But even the first time I was here, like last week, these tornadoes feel so random. It's not random though, because it's like following a set of paths. Maybe we just dock at this one and then we drop down when it seems right. Fuck. Well, goodbye, boat. I can't get back to you. Maybe with the help of the tornado. Oh, now you don't want to pick me up. Nope, 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 nope. Fucking hell. MPI, hello there. Welcome on in. Let me do a quick shout out here. How are you? What have you been up to? What were you streaming? Hi. um, I'm a little bit frustrated at the game right now, but uh, overall things have been pretty good. Surviving this heat wave here. Um, Adventures of Elliot: The Millennium Tales. I have never heard of that game before, so if you want to tell a little bit about it, I would love to hear about it. Um, it's like 90 here, yeah. It's about 90 here as well. At least during the day it was. But yeah. Uh it's it's interesting. We'll put it that way. Um for those of you who don't know me, my name is CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. I'm a variety streamer who plays whatever I want. My little friend on my head here is named Leonard. Um, I need to get Leonard is our text to speech companion, and I need to get that working again at some point. I haven't set it up since I switched over to Linux for streaming, but something I want to figure out. Yeah. It's a 2.5D pixel art game that looks very similar to Octopath Traveler. Just started it, so know very little about the story other than we have found time travel. Nice. Outer Wilds has a form of time travel. It's referred to as the loops, and basically at the end, in the base game, in the vanilla game, it's a 22-minute time loop. In this solar system we're in, it's a 33-minute time loop. But yeah, time travel of some form. Yeah. This mod has been really cool. It's called The Stranger They Are. I forgot to put that in the title. But The Stranger They Are is like a story mod that's a continuation of the DLC for Outer Wilds called Echoes of the Eye. And it's been really interesting and really cool, a lot of cool mechanics. But unfortunately, I think the last two puzzles I'm bumping into, I'm really struggling with them. I'm needing to pilot this boat underneath this laboratory in order to get picked up, but the tornado is like throwing me off course. And then on a different planet, there's like something about quantum objects being made heavier, and I'm trying to figure out what the dev was talking about with that. So it's been interesting. Sweeps across. We're watching the tornadoes, try and figure out. Sweeps back across. We're looking for a good gap to get through. Sorry to raid and run, but need to go get a shower after sweating in your sauna of an office all stream. Totally fair. Streaming's a strenuous thing, and especially in this heat. So yeah, make sure to do self-care stuff after stream. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Why are you toppling over? Okay, we're gonna go to the next loop. So I was live and wanted to bring the pals over. Have a good stream. Thank you. Yeah. We're only going to be going for a little bit longer, but I do want to give another good attempt at this. You. This planet's really cool. It has a gaseous exterior, but then the atmosphere burns off at the 22-minute mark. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. So, just to show what we're trying to get into. Oh, fucking tornado. That. There's an elevator there. Wait. Huh? What? So it's not a raft, it's an elevator. There's a base on the edge of one of the islands in Velvet Vortex. The inhabitants that wrote this say they were ordered to obtain electricity from the oceans for weaponry. They also doubt they were in danger at all. One inhabitant suggests that the threat is classified to prevent panic. The text on the bottom of the base says you can use the cloaked mineral to go under the electric fluid without getting hurt, and also be able to set it down and walk away from it a decent amount of meters. This elevator lowers down to the bottom of the ocean. I can see the elevator, but like, how do we access said elevator? Let me down, let me down, let me down. Elevator somewhere. Ship log updated? Okay, what does the ship log say? I can't get up past the giant wall. Oh. Okay, I see now. So we want to go up here. We're up, we're up, we're down. Okay. Am I gonna die? Yep. Up, please. Up, please. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, so we know what to do. Meditate until next loop. We need to go grab the mineral. The mineral will protect us when we're going underwater. I don't know why we particularly have to use this, but maybe this elevator takes us specifically to a special location that we can't access otherwise. I don't know. Okay. Get the mineral. Velvet Vortex. I think what we'll do for tomorrow's stream, we're not finishing this tonight. We're already a little bit past 10 o'clock, so I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly. I think tomorrow we'll just do a really short stream of completing this mod, figuring out the last bit of what we need to do on the elusive enigma. You. Uh-oh. Well, the ship's kind of lodged here, so... Lodged there, really? Weird. Okay, ship's here now. Nope, 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 don't pull me. Okay. Anytime now? Okay. Down we go. Why? This doesn't seem beneficial to me in any way, shape, or form. I guess it's just a way to get down here without taking damage? I don't know. To me, it's like, oh, we could just jump into the water, which is what I did. Yeah, let's go back through, I guess. It's a clever reuse of the giant steep, like, electric layer. Yeah, that's right there. So that's how you were, like, supposed to do this, I guess. Even though that feels very, like, specific. I don't know. Okay, so two things we gotta solve in tomorrow's stream. One is the heavy quantum materials. One thing we gotta solve is the heavy quantum materials, and then the other one is, like, the vessel. Come on. I'm just trying to get back to my ship to read the ship logs. Okay. I made it past the giant wall with the aid of a tornado. Okay. Well, I think that's everything for Velvet Vortex. It says we've discovered everything for Distant Enigma, but that doesn't seem right. We need to figure out the vessel thing with that. We need to get the Distant Enigma socket, which is below the bright ice pattern, and I think that's related to the surface crack. And I think that is related to, like, you use the mineral in the blocked lab in order to increase the weight of quantum objects, and then taking a photo of a quantum object increases that object's weight. This effect persists, so a photo can be taken once, then put away. So the mineral gets used to increase the weight of quantum objects to make them not teleport as far. And then taking a picture also increases the weight. And it said researchers say a heavy object here may shatter the ice in a different state. So it needs to be the bright ice state, something with the mineral in the blocked lab to increase weight. The machine is tuned to increase the quantum weight of nearby quantum objects, thus decreasing their range. This is in the bright ice scene. So yeah, that's what we need to figure out next time. With that, I'm gonna snooze just to make sure we don't get hit with ads, and we're gonna find a friend to raid on over to. Reki is live. Trans Rando and then Ninja Gaiden later. I think Reki's playing Ninja Gaiden right now. Yeah. Raiding over to Reki channel. Say hello to the Reki for me. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube or following on Twitch, make sure you do so. That's one of the best ways to make sure you won't miss future streams. Got one more stream left this week, and then I'm taking a week break off. And so the next stream after that would be on the 14th. That would be the next stream. So yeah, see you all then. Bye-bye, friends.